Hello. It is 4:44 p.m. The recall. I have been dealing with the recall since 7:30 this morning. I have been charting. I've been messaging. I've been calling. I've been on hold. I've been forced to hang up and wait for calls back all day long. And I've dealt with it. Was really not how I planned to spend my day. I checked every single can of formula that my daughter consumes, and every single can is recalled. I did all of my work before I started outreaching and making contacts. I pulled the boxes out. I pulled all the cans out of boxes. I checked everything. So it's a frustrating situation for many more than just me. But certain people don't make it better. I've been pretty satisfied with Laura's DME. There's been a little things here and there, but the reps today, a couple of them. So when I initially called with a order from her doctor with a replacement, the rep at that time, she could have handled it better and told me up front that they don't carry Alpha Amino Jr. Instead, she just told me that I have to report the product to Abbott Laboratories, gave me the phone number, and they would send me some. Who knows how long that's going to take. So all she did was give me the phone number. I said, well, who is that for? She said that's for Abbott Laboratories. I said, well, I'm calling because my daughter's doctor put in a script for an alternative formula. And, she already had all of our information and stuff. So, yeah. So finally, at the end of the call, I find out that they don't stock that in their formulary. Why didn't she tell me that up front? I was forced to hang up, leave a voicemail, hang up, because they were so overloaded. I left a very nice, detailed, a message with all the information. Yeah, so that was annoying. Like, why didn't you just tell me up front that you don't carry that, So I've been back and forth all day between the GI's office, amazing nutritionist, and coming up with alternatives. So then they came up with 2 other alternatives. And so I called back, was forced to leave a voicemail, and hang up and wait for them to call back. When they called me back this time, I was on the other line with the doctor's office. So they left me a voicemail. This is where I get mad. This lady had the nerve to say that she doesn't think that Elicare Jr. is part of the recall, and that there is a website to enter the codes in and to check the product, and it's only one facility that's affected, and I really shouldn't worry about it because it's a voluntary recall. Yeah. So I called back, and finally got to speak to this lady again. And she was rude. She was talking over me. And I told her I didn't appreciate that. I said I did all of my work and research prior to calling them, prior to calling the doctor's office, prior to doing anything, that I've been going through this since 7:30 this morning. Okay? I said, I did my due diligence. I checked every code. Every single can we have is part of the recall. So I don't appreciate that you're telling me not to worry about it. It's just from one facility. Every single can we have apparently came from that facility, you know? So I told her, I said, I did all my homework. I entered the codes on the website. I filled out the form. I called, waited on hold for 25 minutes, you know? And so then she's talking over me, and she says, well, I know we had another mom to fill out a form. And I said, yes, when you were talking over me, I told you I filled out the form. I told you I did this. I told you I did that. She was just rude the whole phone call. It's like, it's not our fault. It's not their fault. But you can certainly be part of the solution, you know, by not creating more emotions, you know, and upsetting parents. I said, listen, this is the only way my daughter eats. She is 100% dependent on this nutrition. She told me that they have good product in their stock, but they can't send any out because they won't get reimbursed for it. I said, I'm pretty sure that her hospital wasn't worried about getting reimbursed for the couple cans we got. I said, this is not a workable solution. I don't know how long it's going to take to get anything back from Abbott Laboratories. I still haven't gotten an email back from submitting the form by 10 a.m. this morning. I wasn't truly upset until I dealt with this woman. And she wanted to complain about the workload and the repercussions for them. I said, my child can't eat. My child has not ate all day because of this. Yes, this was thrown at everybody. Nobody was prepared to deal with this today. My favorite part was when she said, you know, this is 19 minutes before we close. I said, I have been on the phone. I've been messaging, my charting, making phone calls literally all day. It's not like this is the first time I've called you guys today. So the best thing that she could do would be to send a courier with a couple cans on Monday. I said, well, that's a short-term solution. You know, hopefully between that and the supply that the hospital gave us, it will last until there's a long-term solution. Just saying, like, this is ridiculous. So, yes, obviously Abbott needs to take care of things, expedite it. But the way this lady dealt with the situation, So when I have, I think what I'm going to do is record the voicemail and insert it once I have another recording device here. It just straight sent me over the edge. I'm like, I've been dealing with this. It's almost 5 o'clock now. For like 10 hours almost. All day. I was on it. Okay? I'm not a slacker, Mom. I did my homework. I checked all the cans. Don't tell me don't worry about it because it's a voluntary recall. My daughter has enough problems. My daughter's 28 months old, 16 pounds. She's on extremely high formula mixture. She doesn't hardly gain weight. She barely grows, you know? Like, she needs another setback in life. And then I keep thinking back to a year ago in April when she was very sick. She was hospitalized. We never figured it out. Was it the formula then? I'll never know. So, well, that's my rant. It's very frustrating, but you can still be decent and kind to others, especially, you know, if you're working for one of these companies that has to deal with the parents that are trying to meet the needs of their children. Yeah. So, I was supposed to be cleaning and packing today. Not much got done. But I did get a nap. So, well, thank you for listening. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. My daughter has not ate all day today because of this. So don't talk to me about you can't get paid. Okay? Figure it out. That's not my job. My job is to make sure that my daughter can eat safe, healthy food. So, thank you. I'm going to go for now. Hopefully I can insert the audio from the voicemail. And if I have time, maybe I'll check back in again later. Bye.
Hi, Assistant Health at Home giving a call in regards to Alora. Just wanted to let you know that we do not have either of those formulas that you asked about, the Neocate or the Pyramino, on our formulary list. I don't believe that the Elicare Junior is actually in the recall. However, you can go on SimilaxRecall.com and type in the lot number that's on the bottom of the package and see if it's actually affected. Because it's only coming out of one facility. So I don't know that there's any need to panic unless you actually have it, but we should be able to work through it. I don't know that we need to switch formulas at this point. It's just a recall. It's not like they're not going to have it. Phone number, if you need for them to get it reshipped, if it is, however, on recall, is 1-800-986-8540. Thank you.
Hello! I am sure you were not expecting to see me take over the vlog. As you all probably already know, considering I know that this video is going to be a part of the vlog, all of Alora's food were just recalled, so she has literally no food. So after my 9-hour shift today, which is near where they had replacements for her, I went and picked it up. 6 cans of Alpha Amino Junior. That should last her about a week, maybe. I think my mom said 3 cans last her a week right now. I was supposed to be the savior of the day and come home with the formula, and on my drive home, I ended up getting stuck in the first snow squall that's ever been reported in our area. So, fun times. I have been sitting here waiting for this wind to go down. It's actually not snowing right now, but I'm still gonna wait for the wind to die down a little bit. But I've been sitting here for almost an hour, just a bit under an hour, and just trying to pass time. I've been drawing. Well, I did most of this earlier today, but so yeah, fun times. Bye.
Save the day.
And my life.
Amen. Good morning. It's Saturday the 19th now. Still mad. So, late last night, we got the food, and I was trying to do the conversions, and I couldn't find anywhere to figure out what the mixture, like the mixing directions, what calorie they mix to, how to mix it to 30 kcal, yada yada yada. So I had to call the on-call doctor, which fortunately was Laura's GI doctor. I was like, oh, thank goodness, a familiar voice and somebody that knows. He was pretty sure that this one is, like, the mixture directions are to 30 kcal, but he couldn't figure it out either. And he found something from New Jersey WIC that said that it was, but then it gave two different sets of instructions for mixing, and it was late. My daughter hadn't ate all day. She wasn't 100% all day. Like, I don't know. Anyway, we had a nice chat. Talked about her. He doesn't have any appointments till June. He's talking about doing the CT scan again. So when she had her last procedures in November, it was supposed to be a head CT scan also, in addition to the procedures, the surgical procedures. So we did lots of biopsies, lots of everything. Everything's fine. We don't know why she doesn't grow. So I don't know. There's something I wanted to check with a head CT, but they couldn't get the scanner at all that month. So that's back on the table to get done. I am taking her in to get her stoma looked at this coming week. So we'll get, a new weight on her and everything. Her last weight check was a month ago. So I'm going to kind of go from there. So yeah, I have to use, these scoops are much smaller for the Alpha Amino Junior. I have to use 24 scoops. So yeah, her last mixture I used 12, and it was a bigger, normal sized formula scoop. And this has this little tiny one that's like half the size, and it's, yeah. So at work this morning, I sat with both cans of formula and tried to figure it out. See if I can find a little scoop here. Yeah. So I'm beat. I didn't sleep well. Laura didn't sleep well. Get this opened here. It's tiny. Okay. Yeah. I'm supposed to be leaving today. I am leaving today. This is a normal size formula scoop for reference. So, I've got all of this stuff washed yesterday. What I do is, I use these bottles and I pre-measure the formula and put in those bottles so that when we're making a feed, I can just not have to stand there and count, and I can just dump it in. So the water and the formula goes in here and it gets shaken up. So I'm hoping that Laura is going to feel better today. It's a little after 8 a.m. right now. I've been up since 5. Went to work, back home, and I've got a lot to do today to pack and get ready to go. So hopefully later today I'm actually going to be excited to go on this little trip, because I should be excited. I deserve to go and do something. But yeah, so her night feedings went fine. We'll see how she's feeling today as far as tolerating. I've noticed that this mixture is a lot more opaque than the other ones the other 2 formulas she's been on, so kind of weird. But thank you for watching. I'm pretty stressed out with stuff, but just gonna keep managing it. Hope you all have a good day. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.